Hey everyone, this is Mike, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, as I kind of got the itch to play Destiny again. Haven't really been playing the game all that much over the last few weeks, mainly just been raid logging, and I kind of felt like doing another solo run of one of the dungeons that is in the game. Now, a dungeon in Destiny is very different from a dungeon in something like Final Fantasy, for example, but you'll see that as we go, and I'll of course explain everything that you need to know. I'm going to be playing Warlock. I'm going to be starting off with this one because this one allows me to fly, as you'll see when we get in there. Outside of that, nothing too special. These boots just make me run really quick. This is a rocket launcher, a grenade launcher. Something cool about this one is that it has blinding grenades, so it kind of CCs the enemies, which will come in quite handy sometimes. And this thing is very special, but I'll just have to explain it as we go because I can't really explain it that well. It's basically a laser beam, and when you kill something with a laser beam, it drops a ball, and you can do a bunch of stuff with the ball, which is basically the main thing that you're going to be using with the weapon. Like, you don't really use the weapon itself that much to kill stuff. It's mainly the ball that you're going to be using, that you create with using the laser beam, and then you can do a bunch of different things with it, like just normal attacks, a heavy slam, and then also debuff enemies, CC them and such. It's a really cool weapon, basically, and it's going to also work together with a mod that I have on my armor. Outside of that, nothing too crazy going on with the build yet, but I'll just explain what I'm going to be changing to the build as we go further into the dungeon, because I'm going to be changing some things up. And that little air dash that you could see, that is basically the Icarus dash that I was talking about, which is this thing right here. Basically makes me quite agile when I'm in the air. I'm someone that mains Hunter in this game, which is of course not a Warlock, which I'm playing right here. And Hunters are pretty agile because they have a built-in dodge function in their kit itself, so you always have that available to you. But Warlocks don't have that. Warlocks have a Rift instead that can either give you a damage boost or a healing boost. I am on the healing Rift for this particular dungeon because I want to be as safe as possible because, well, I'm alone. And if I die, then I have to restart the entire encounter, which I of course would rather not do if that was to happen. So that's why I am on the healing Rift. It's what people usually like to run with, I believe, for most content at least. Sometimes in PvP, I guess the damage rift can be quite useful, depending on the weapons that you are using. But anyways, that's pretty much what I'm running with, so I'm just gonna go speedy boy so I can also run away from enemies if need be, and then I can also be agile and stuff as well. The band that I placed down basically gives me full resources on everything that I need to use, so full ammo, ability cooldowns, super, all of the good stuff. So, as you can see, it's a laser beam. After I kill something with the laser beam, I get an orb. If I block with the orb, I can kind of like lifesteal and CC enemies, and this also debuffs them, so that they take more damage. So that is something that is quite useful about this thing. These guys are sword bearers, and when we kill them, they drop a sword. Now, there are going to be 3 symbols here. So let me quickly see what those are. And there are going to be a bunch of rooms in this place. And basically what I want to be doing, as you can see, each room has a symbol and it goes down quite far. And basically the 3 symbols that were inside of there are also the ones that I'm gonna want to go to. So I'm just gonna quickly run past these guys. Of course, I'm not gonna fight too many enemies that I don't need to fight, so I can just zoom past some stuff. You can also like air slide with the sword, I guess, by just using the light attack. I do gotta be a bit careful of the ogres, because the ogres do deal a lot of damage. But I'll kill those as we get on our way. So let me just quickly do that. I am gonna be a bit careful because I got kinda low. Get my orb. Kill our pit keeper. Killing the pit keeper is what opens the door to the inside of the room. Let me do those. Oh, it's the Shrieker. Alright, now for the Shrieker I don't really need my orb. I will, however, need my sword. Because the thing is about the enemies that we're going to be fighting, or the mini-bosses, I guess, that are going to be inside of these rooms, is they can only be beaten by using the special swords that the sword bearers drop. So for example, with the Shrieker, I need to use the block function and then try to shoot back the things. Now, of course, the ogres make it kind of difficult, because they make me ricochet all over the place. Ooh, it's kind of dangerous. But yeah, that's basically why we need the sword. And just shoot this down there. Because as you can see, the blinding grenades CCs everything. And makes it quite safe for me to come down and then kill the enemies. So as you can see, you don't necessarily always need weapons to deal damage for you. Sometimes having a CC effect can also be quite helpful. So number 2 was, I believe, this one over here. Yes, because there is a pit keeper that I can see. Oh, actually, that was not a pit keeper, it was a different enemy. Again, I'm just gonna CC the ogre. There's something in my back, gotta be a bit careful of that. Pick up my transmutation core, CC, and then smash. Oh, there's also enemies behind me, so I gotta be a bit careful. Let me kill the pit keeper first, because that one does a lot of damage. There we go. And just slide on over, pick this up. Debuff, I attack. There's also an ogre here, which the ogre is kind of far away. So again, I can just CC as much as I want. Let me kill that. I'm gonna go and kill the ogre first, I think, because I would not want that thing to come sneak up on me. I'm gonna just use my rocket launcher instead, because I lost my orb, as you could see. Luckily enough, there is more rocket launcher ammo over here for me, so I'm not gonna run out anytime soon. Let me head in here. So this is the wizard. Of course, I need my sword to take care of this guy, but he supposedly also has 2 buddies, which they are right over here. So let's just kill those real quick. Oh, there's a sword bearer in here. That's quite useful, because I of course need these guys to give me a sword so that I can go and fight the wizard. I don't need the sphere, I need the sword, please. There we go. And then we can just go and fight the wizard. To kill the wizard, you need to use the right click, which is kind of like a projectile attack, as you can see. And then slowly whittle him down. I can also use my Icarus dash, which is my air dodge, to like quickly get behind cover and stuff when he starts shooting me. Because of course I would not want to stay too far in the open, because then he'll quickly melt my HP, because he actually does quite a lot of damage. Alright, the last one is the equal sign, so let's go over there. I'm gonna quickly grab some ammo here. And then let's see where the equal sign is, right over there. Might as well drop my sword for now. Oh, I'm just gonna kill you. I guess I can pick up the 3 swords. Oh, never mind. Well, relic is actually better, because that's kind of what I want anyways. Because then I can immediately kill the pit keeper here. Smash. I will need to go grab myself a new sword now. But hopefully a pit keeper will spawn here on the bridge. Well, not a pit keeper, a sword bearer. If it doesn't, then I'll use my ball on the ogre, because this is the exit anyways later on. So I kind of want to get rid of the ogre that's here to make things more safe on my exit route when I do have to leave. Now, I'm not quite sure if they changed the spawns, because normally the sword bearers are not supposed to spawn inside of the rooms, but I've seen it happen twice now. So maybe I'll do it a 3rd time, I'm not quite sure. We'll see. Gonna kill that thing over there. Alright, let's see. If there's a pit keeper that spawns here, that would be quite nice. Otherwise, so be it. Doesn't look like it. Okay, let me just clean out all these enemies. And then go find myself a sword. Because otherwise I, of course, will not be able to fight that enemy. I just kind of hope that there will be one spawning. Ah, there he is. Right on cue. And then we get ourselves a sword. Oh, I did not pick up the sword. There we go. And then the knight is only vulnerable to the light attack of the sword and also the super, but that needs to charge up, of course. So we'll probably be able to use that once against this guy. After I've used my super, I'm also gonna drop a healing rift, because of course this guy hurts. I would prefer not to die to him. Oh, I missed my slam. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. Maybe I'll get it back. But yeah, basically as long as I stay inside this rift, I am going to be fairly safe from his attacks, because as you can see, my health doesn't really ever drop that very low. Of course, now that the rift has run out, I do need to be a little bit more careful and take a step back every now and then to let my health regen. Alright, and there we go. That's the third one down. Now I can make my way over to the exit. Let me just kill this on the way. If you want to die, thank you. Make myself a new orb. And then I can be on my way. So as you can see, there's like a big light pillar now, which basically indicates the exit. All I need to do here is kill again the Pit Keeper. And then once the Pit Keeper dies, the door will be open. And then I can be on my way. Oh, I do need to be a bit careful here. That is the Pit Keeper shooting me in the back. Luckily enough, the healing rift was there to save me. I ended up falling down, but luckily enough I can floof my way back over. And dunk, and then we are done. I can get my loot over here if I want to. And then we move on to our second encounter. So we have a little bit of a breather here, where we can just enjoy the sights. Lots of doors over here. Funnily enough, none of the doors are actually the right one, because there's like a tiny gap over here in the wall that we want to go through. And then we can just make our way to the second encounter. Now the second encounter is a maze, basically, where you have a bunch of holes in the wall where you can hide in as well, because there are big ogres patrolling the corridors. And then we basically have to go and kill a couple of knights. The knights will drop orbs for us, and then we dunk those orbs in the 3 different doors. And then once we have dunked all of the doors, that is when the gateway will open, and then we can make our way to the next encounter. So there's an ogre over there. There he is. Big bad guy. They're invulnerable, so I am of course not going to be fighting any of them, which is why we can go into the walls to basically go and hide from them. And we can pick up these void charges, and those are the ones that we will be using. And I quickly open the wall here, hide from the big bad guy, and then make my way to the door through here. Alright, he sees me, but I am a very fast boy. This is also another reason why I really like this specific subclass I'm playing, because it allows me to fly really fast when the ogres are chasing me. And now I hope that he's not going to yeet me into the wall, because that will of course deal damage to me. Alright, kill this. Smash. Gotta be a bit careful and heal up real quick, because these guys that drop the orbs also deal a hell of a lot of damage to you. So you do gotta be a bit careful with them. Alright, there we go. So we have already opened the right door. Now I am gonna open the middle door, which hopefully this boy wants to leave me alone. Which he doesn't, so I'm just gonna do a little bit risky. Yeah. As you can see, I was able to like escape his smash attack, I guess. Because I was able to just fly right by. I kinda hope that he's gonna leave me alone, but I have a feeling he's not going to do that. Wait, can I actually stun these guys? I cannot. It was worth a try though. So I'm just gonna try and get down there as quickly as possible. I'm gonna make him slam me. Use my dash to cancel out the knockback. Because of course, if they slam you into the wall, you're most likely gonna die. Because the slam and then of course the momentum that it carries into the wall does a lot of damage. And yeah, don't want that happening basically. I'm gonna play a bit careful. Kill these guys. There is an orb on the floor for me. I'm just gonna stun this guy first. Then grab my orb. Because getting close to these guys is really dangerous. Because they just deal a lot of damage basically. And then we go and open our last door here on the left. Luckily enough, the ogre is around the corner over there somewhere. So don't really have to care about him all too much. And then we slam the last one. And there we go. The gate is open to the next encounter. Now over here I am going to do two things. One, switch out my loadout. Okay, ogre is gone. Good, good. And two, also reset my recording, because sometimes when I record Destiny, it just lags my game out really hard. And I don't want that to happen, of course, so I'm gonna do that right now. Alright, recording has been reset. Let's quickly change my loadout, because I need to do two things. One, I'm gonna switch to this one, because the Well of Radiance is what is going to keep me alive here. Two, I'm gonna switch to a bow. This bow, whenever I kill something with it, will do like a chain lightning effect, which is gonna be very helpful. And I'm also gonna switch to this chest piece, because this makes it so that whenever I gain, or whenever I do kills inside of my Well of Radiance, I gain super energy back, and of course I will want that super energy because I'm going to heavily rely on my Well of Radiance to keep myself alive over here. So, another rally banner, all of my resources are back. Let's go and do this. So, the encounter I'm going to be doing here is basically going to be some kind of tower defense. This place that I'm currently standing on needs a person on it almost all the time. When you leave the plate, you basically have a timer before you have to get back on it, or it will blow you up, and then of course when you die you need to restart from zero. Now what I need to do here is extinguish these 6 symbols, which I can do by grabbing orbs, and then of course these orbs come from those knights again. He ended up dodging my rocket, which is not so fun. Let me just shoot that over there to see if that CC them. Which it did, which makes it easier for me to land my rocket. And then I can go and kill him, grab my orb. And now, before I go slam that, I'm gonna reset this thing over here, because as you can see, it was burning quite a bit. And then of course, when it reaches maximum strength, it does kill you. Which I wouldn't want to have happen, so I'm just gonna quickly kill stuff, because whenever you slam an orb, there are a lot of enemies that will be spawning, as you can see, which is the main reason why I took my bow, because the bow makes it pretty easy to take care of all of these enemies. Now there are also knights up there, but that is why we took the Well of Radiance, because it allows me to basically sustain through all of the damage that they are dishing out to me. And then we still have a few enemies left, but those are fine. I'm just gonna quickly grab some stuff from the floor, get some ammo. Grab some orbs. The white orbs that you can see give me super energy, which, as I mentioned before, my super is what I'm going to be relying on to survive. Just want to quickly switch weapons here. Don't want to die. Of course. I also have a healing grenade that I can charge up if I want to do so, so if I really need the healing, then that is another thing that I can do to get that. Okay, there we go. I am just gonna do the same thing I did before. So I'm just gonna stun the knight, shoot my rocket, and go and get my orb. Just gonna shoot these guys real quick. Try not to stand into the fire for too long. Reset the pyre. Drop the ball. Drop the well. And then it's just gonna be rinse and repeat. So I'm just gonna kill all the ads again. Once most of the ads have died, I'm gonna take care of the knights that are shooting me from up top. The reason why I'm not shooting at the knights first is because when an enemy, like these guys, these tiny ones, they really like to jump in your face. And when they jump in your face when you shoot a rocket, the rocket might blow up in my face. And when the rocket blows up in my face, I die. And then I need to restart the whole encounter all over again. And we don't want to do that, so that's why I'm going to be taking out the small fry first, and then we take care of the big guys. And that's also kind of why the Well of Radiance is there in the first place. I'm going to quickly plop down a healing rift. Run back over here, of course. Because unfortunately enough, my grenade was not back yet. I'm quickly gonna run for some ammo as well, because I'm getting kinda low. There we go. Ammo has been reset. Reset the plate. And then I'll just do the same thing again. Stun him with the blinding grenade. Well, I actually missed. So I hope that hits. Nope, he dodged. Whenever he dodges, I basically just come back, add clear. Because these ads do continuously spawn. Oh, there's one behind me. So I will need to take care of them every now and then, if I basically take too long in between waves. Okay, that did stun him. I did not reload my gun, but that's fine, I can reload it later. It's more important that I'm quick here, because I need to defuse this thing. And then also slam, of course. I'm gonna quickly reload now. Again, use my Well of Radiance, and then I am ready for all the enemies to come out of the middle. The Well of Radiance itself also gives you a damage boost. That, of course, is not super important to me right now. I am mainly just using it to stay alive. I think I've cleaned out most of the enemies, so that means I can go shoot those guys. There is still a second one up there. There's also an enemy behind me. I think that's a... Nope, he's still alive. I am going to use another rocket on him, because I can see some heavy ammo on the floor. Sadly enough, using my grenade launcher is not super effective against him. If I could aim well, probably would be fine. I'm going to quickly drop my healing grenade. Ooh, that was really close. It took a little bit too much time killing those knights up there, basically. I'll drop this as well. Alright, let's kill this guy. Make a run for some ammo, because I need more rocket launcher shots. Alright, my rocket ammo has been restocked. Go over here. I think I might need to do another round of killing those guys before I dunk again. Because I do not want to get into a close scenario like I did just a second ago. Alright, there we go. That one certainly hit. That one did as well. So I can go and dunk again. Now there are 3 of these knights that I can technically go and take the balls from. I'm just always taking the one on the left because it respawns by the time that I am done. Of course, if you were to do this with multiple people, it's gonna wait a bit before dropping my well, so I have more time on it. If you were to do it with multiple people, then of course you just cycle through the 3 bosses, because normally you do this with 3 people, and then each can kind of like get their own ball, I guess you could say. But because I am alone and I'm taking way more time than you would if you are with a full party, it just means that, yeah, I can basically always go grab from the same guy. And seeing how the one on the left is pretty close to me, I might as well, right? Kill him. That's all the enemies done. Just in time for me to kill those guys up there. Just stun him real quick. Makes it easier for me to take him out. Alright, reset. And I think I need to do 2 more orbs before I am done. So I'm just gonna take my time with it. There's no need to rush. Alright, there we go. That's all the enemies taken care of. That should hit. It did. I can just get close enough to this guy to finish him off. Grab the orb. And then I can get back in time. Defuse. Extinguish. And then, yep, there is 1 more left after this. So if I just play it safe, then I should be fine. So again, just a lot of ad clear. 1 Once the majority of the enemies are gone, I can go take those guys out. Ah, he fell down. It doesn't spawn him back up there, does it? It doesn't look like it. That's good. You know what? There's still a boss alive here. If he wants to... Nah. Oh, I am out of grenade ammo. Ah, not grenade, rocket ammo. And now I definitely do need to go clean these guys up again. Because that's a little bit too many to my liking. Alright, there we go. One more. Plenty of rocket ammo on the floor. And then I can just do the same as I did before. Stun him with that. Oh, come on, he's hiding. I am gonna have to run back, because I don't think I will have enough time. Maybe I did. But I would rather play it safe than risk it on a gamble, basically. Especially seeing how I'm so close right now. So I don't wanna... Just gonna drop this, because after I slam the next ball, I am gonna be done anyways. So again, just playing it safe. Thing that goes through? Yep, that goes through. Because of course it's a big explosion. And there we go, extinguish. That was the last one. And normally all the enemies should quietly go away now. Yes, there we go. Again, I'm gonna be switching loadouts. I'm gonna go back to my Floof Boy. The rest doesn't really matter that much. Also, I'm gonna be switching these guys over as well. To make it a little bit easier for me. That will go to my Postmaster, so I'm not too fussed about not being able to grab that. Get me some ammo. So that I can take care of the next set of enemies. That should basically be enough. Oh, there's plenty of bricks on the floor. Alright. Let's open this thing up. And then we can continue our descent down the pit of Heresy. Let's try not to die here, of course. Whoop. Barely made it through. And I am once again just gonna quickly reset the recording. And there we are. So in this thing, this is basically another maze. This time around there are lots of spinny things that want to kill us. And there are going to be 3 wizards that are hiding in random locations. Of course, there are predetermined locations, but which of the 3 locations they choose, that is random. And I basically just gotta go and find them. And when I find them, I kill them. If I find all 3, then the door will open. Just gonna kill this from afar, because that thing does a lot of damage if you're not careful with it. I'm gonna drop down here, and there's gonna be a wizard up there. There we go. That's the first wizard dead. I'm just gonna go back here actually. And this is why I like Icarus Dash so much, because I cannot jump on Warlock, but that thing allows me to be able to jump on Warlock. I could have also just played it safe, to be honest, and then that would have also been fine. But yeah. So this is another place where they can be, but as you can see, the room is empty. But I did see some pings on my left. Because of course there is a radar, and when enemies are close by, it does tell you. So I'm gonna make my way over there. Ooh, that was incredibly lucky. I definitely did not almost die there. So yeah, if I had not had my Icarus Dash, then I would have died there. Let's see, where am I going? I think he is hiding behind the wall over here, so gotta be a bit careful here. Yep, there's some enemies there. Luckily enough, my grenade has a perk called Chain Reaction, which means that when I kill something with it, they explode in a big radius. Alright, there we go. That's number 2 down. And then I can make my way upstairs. It's really dark in here, so it's kind of hard to see. Okay, I think that the next one is going to be all the way on the left. Seeing how I haven't seen any other ones yet. So I'm gonna make my way over there, slowly but surely. Trying not to fall down into the abyss, of course. Because this doesn't really sound like such a good idea. Is this loaded? It is. So the next one's probably gonna be here in the corner, I would imagine. Yes, I can see some red on my radar. So it will most likely be over here. I do believe I can sneak in from here. Yes, I can. So if the wizard wants to show itself... There we go. That's the last one dead. Now all I need to do is make my way to the exit. Which we already passed the exit before, but it was of course still blocked off. Alright, there we go. It's also nice that Icarus Dash allows you to jump much further than you normally would be able to. And then we have our exit right here. Now, for the final boss, I'll probably use a sword, to be honest. There are much safer ways to do it, but I'm probably just gonna sword it because that is the most fun. Also deals the most damage, and seeing how I am by myself, it would probably be a good idea. Now, the only thing I'm thinking about is which of the 2 swords I want to use, because there is one that also gives me kind of lifesteal, so that would probably be the safest option. I am going to be using my Well of Radiance again, like I was using in the previous encounter. But I'm not quite sure if that would be sufficient, because sometimes the boss runs away and then you can't hit it anymore with the sword. So I think I am just going to go with the lifesteal sword, which is going to be this thing over here. And then I can just keep these 2 weapons as well. Switch over to the Well of Radiance again, of course. And then we can get going. Now, this encounter is basically going to culminate all 3 parts of the dungeon. Also, Easter egg, that's where we came in from. When you're up there, you can also see the boss arena. But basically, the 3 bosses that we fought up there are going to be spawning in these 3 chambers. I need to, of course, get a sword to kill them again. And then when they die, they drop an orb, which I then extinguish in the middle of the arena. And then when I extinguish all 3 bosses, it allows me to deal damage to the real boss who is kneeling there in the middle. Oh, I missed my second shot. I am kinda dying, so I'm gonna be a bit careful. Because there is a lot of things that do damage to me here. Don't really want to be there, because the Shrieker does the most damage of them all. But I can just loop my way back to the middle. Definitely losing my voice. And then I can start clearing out these enemies. Now, I of course will not be able to one-phase the boss, because I am by myself. Because that's usually how bosses work in Destiny. It's not a continuous DPS like it is in something like Final Fantasy. You usually have to do some kind of mechanic, and then once you have done said mechanic, that is when you'll be able to deal damage to the boss for a period of time, during which you use all of your stuff like your supers, your heavy ammo and such. And then once the DPS phase is done, you gotta go back to clearing the mechanic out, maybe get some new ammo or something like that, and go again. Just gonna kill stuff down there real quick. There we go. Pick up a new sword and then move to the next enemy. I can already slam the orbs if I want to do so, but I don't need to, so I'm not gonna do that just yet. I'm gonna be a bit careful here. Take out the adds first. I say that as the boss just keeps following me. Alright. There we go. I think there's one more enemy. Yes, there is. And then I can make my way onto the boss. Again, just like before, I'm gonna drop my healing rift. That way doing damage to this one is quite safe. Also because the boss in the middle is mobile and shooting fireballs at my face. So I don't want to get caught off guard by a random fireball hitting me in the face and me dying to that. Because that doesn't sound so fun. Right, I'm gonna just sit here for a sec. I was gonna say let my health regen, but... Oh, I have my super back. Okay, just slam him like that. Cool. I am feeling some stuttering, so I'm gonna quickly reset my recording again, in case it fucks up. Because I would not want that happening on the final boss, of course. I'm really not quite sure why it happens. I cannot normally record Destiny with like game capture. I can only use window capture for some reason. And I know I'm supposed to be able to use like screen cap or something as well, but... No wait, I am using screen capture, I should be able to use window capture. But sometimes it's just really annoying, and I don't know why. I get myself... Ooh! That was a bit close for comfort. Of course, as I mentioned before, the Shrieker does one hell of a lot of damage. Alright, there we go. And now it's basically just gonna be clean out all of the ads, slam the 2 remaining balls that are still on the arena, and then it is DPS time. And then I hope that the boss will be nice to me and not slam me too hard. Oh, this one I already extinguished. There we go. And the balls respawn. Now, I am still feeling a bit of stuttering, but I think it'll be fine. Alright, let's kill some enemies. Grab my charge again. And then I will kill this guy before we slam it, of course, because I don't want to have enemies running around when I go and DPS the boss, of course. I do hope he's not gonna slam me. There we go. Drop my Well Radiance. And then I can go to town. Apologies for any stuttering that you might see. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately enough. Alright, I'm gonna be a bit careful now. Ooh! Jump out of that. These guys will suicide onto me. And I, of course, do not wish to die. Just gonna run away now. Do one final combo, and then run away, because the boss is gonna blow up the arena. And then get myself some ammo back, because I did use up all of my sword ammo there. Stuttering is becoming quite harsh again, so I might just reset once more. It's really annoying, I really don't know why it does that sometimes. And it's also only Destiny that seems to have this problem. Like, I don't know if it's maybe a setting that I'm missing or something. I think there's one more enemy here. So let me just kill that before I do that. I'm not quite sure if it's like a problem with Destiny or if it is a problem with the recording software. I would imagine it's the recording software, because normally Destiny never really lags out when I'm normally playing the game, so that's why it's a bit weird. Well, I did use up all my sword ammo, because the sword I grabbed did not have all that much of it, so I'm gonna have to jump down here again, which is always a bit scary. Alright, give me a sword, thank you. Alright, quickly zoom past here. I don't have my Icarus dash this time because I'm of course on the healing subclass. But luckily enough, the sword does allow you to be quite agile as well. By using the light attack mid-air, you can kinda jump around the place as well. Alright, you should be almost dead, I think. Yep. One more. If I can aim. Yep, there we go. So that's one down. I am gonna quickly see if there's any heavy ammo lying around. Which it doesn't seem like that's the case. Which is quite unfortunate, because I don't have that much heavy ammo. And I kinda need it. Now, I do have my super ready, so I'm just gonna run in here, slam the boss, and then peace out again. Before I take care of the ads. It seems that restarting my client completely worked. Oh, the boss is not supposed to come out here. Well, the mini-boss, that is. But that's fine. Okay, there we go. I'm not sure I'm gonna... Oh, let me kill these guys real quick. I was gonna say I'm not sure I'm just gonna kill them straight up, because I don't think I have enough ammo in my sword left for that. Which is okay. I can just kind of wait around for my super again. Because the super does do a lot of damage, as you can see. Okay, that actually was enough to kill him, so I'm just gonna grab this. Dunk this orb. Oh, I already know why. I don't have sword ammo finder in my loadout. So I might just quickly have to change that setup. Let me put myself into a safe position. Because that's also a thing about Destiny. You can, of course, apply mods to your gear. And some of these can be quite useful. So as you can see over here, I have grenade and rocket launcher finder, which I needed for the previous encounters. But for this one, I am mainly going to need my sword. So I'm just going to put them in there, and then in the boots I'm going to do the same. So this means that whenever I pick up a brick of ammo, I am going to be getting more ammo from it. And if you are doing an activity that does not lock your equipment, because some endgame content does that, then you can just quickly switch on the fly, which is quite nice. Let me just kill this guy. And hope that he maybe wants to drop a heavy ammo brick for me. Which he did not, but that's fine. Still a couple more enemies to go, and then also, when I dunk the orbs, there will also be more enemies spawning, so... we might still get a brick or two, hopefully. Alright, there we go. Kill these guys. Ouch. That hurt quite a bit, actually. Is there still an enemy here? Don't think so. Alright, so grab this one. I'm gonna dunk it away from the boss. Because when you get too close to the boss, he will also ground pound you, which sends you flying. Hey, there we go, heavy ammo. As you can see, I just got 30 ammo from that one brick. So that's a lot, basically. It's almost full ammo again. So I will have plenty for the boss. Now I do hope that if I do the DPS phase correctly, I might be able to kill him here. I was about to say there should still be one of those alive. I'm just gonna use my sword on him. Get him low. Finish him off. Get this back. My health is full again, so I can smash. I have my swords. Drop the Bell Radiance. And then I can go to town. Again, I'm just gonna play it safe. When the guys come too close to me, I am just gonna back off most likely. Yep, and then shoot that in there. One I can take, especially when I am inside of my Well of Radiance. And I think I can kill him here. And there we go. Last bit of my ammo and the boss is dead. And then I of course get my final piece of loot right here. Which is going to my postmaster because my inventory is full. But that is basically the Pit of Heresy dungeon. A really fun dungeon in Destiny 2. Part of the Shadowkeep expansion. If you want to play this one yourself, you do need to buy Shadowkeep. But really fun to do. I think that was also flawless. So quite nice, yeah. So that's the Pit of Heresy dungeon. I hope you guys enjoyed the little journey down into the pit. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me. So I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank my Patreons for their support. And I'll see you in the next one.